Radio Sky record. Well, it kind of came as a concept. The Radio Sky as a title, as something I thought was fascinating, came to me in college, and referred to the electromagnetic spectrum that you can look out with your telescope. That's the radio sky. And I started writing some stuff, or I had some, things sketched out, and it started to seem like love or personal relationships, drugs and drug dependency, and electronics or sci-fi-ish kind of electronics, dystopian, futuristic kind of stuff, all kind of blended together for me in this thing. So that's where that started, and I walk out common empty under the radio sky. That's what started the record as a whole. I didn't die young. Well, that's an idea that came from college, like dying young and becoming famous, as a beautiful flaming shooting star kind of thing. But what happens if you don't die young? What happens if you don't make it young? What happens if you aren't recognized for your brilliance? It's when you're young. So that's what that was about. American Tragedy. I was reading Edie. I think the book is called Edie, about Edie Sedgwick. This is right after the initial breakup of the original band. So right kind of near when I was getting out of college. And it just seemed like that was a total American tragedy, her life story. So that's where the title came from, and I was looking at her life and kind of blending it with a woman I had known who was sort of a femme fatale to me. And I wrote that song, and it ended up on this record instead of the other one. I guess because it was so, maybe it's because it's too downer for the other record. I don't really know why I didn't include it on Ghostlight. Inferno, that's another dystopian kind of, love drug thing. You are my favorite crisis. Ground Zero was just a dissolution of a relationship and static and decay. Dark Angel. Now that came from, somewhere I read that Louise Brooks had been called the Bride of the City at some point. Or referred to that. Maybe it was a movie of hers, I'm not sure. Anyway, I thought that was an interesting idea to me, and so Dark Angel, the Bride of the City, was the song I wrote. And To Cool You, well, again, love and drugs. No drug can cool you like I do. And then Tears Are Falling. Similar, I guess. That grinding need, it blinded me. So, tears are falling like rain.